Yes. Okay, good evening, everybody, and
Hello.
welcome to our earlier Zoom call at 8 o'clock so that we can do the other focus group calls after that. That makes it easier and it doesn't get too late. So thank you for everybody that was willing to be part of it, make the time change. So, welcome to tonight's call. And what we're going to basically be doing tonight is to cover the training slots of, the 4-week member academy, so that it makes it easier, that we have more time when we actually just want to meet each other and have chats afterwards with our focus groups. So I'm going to be sharing the screen, but I'm definitely going to also ask everybody that that attended the BBS in Cape Town on Saturday. We're going to just do short feedback just after I've done the training. And yeah, so I am so super excited and so stoked after Saturday's training. I'm still in the Herbalife in the BBS Herbalife bubble, and so super excited with the information we got. I believe totally we can change our business completely around in the last 6 months of this year, and so excited that we have got these focus groups going, and so many of you joining on the calls. We have already doubled the numbers on these Zoom calls, so hopefully we will be able to make it even more as we grow our teams and getting a business building focus in our business. So I'm going to be sharing the screen now, and just because tonight's topic is packaging your story, and because it's really one of the most important basics skills that we have to learn in the business, but a lot of people still struggle with that. And as we grow our business, we need to actually continue to change that story and update it. So sometimes even us that's been around for a long time need to redo it again, and because it is just, we are the highest paid storytellers in the world. So that has always been the slogan part of Herbalife. So let me do the sharing of the screen and just get right to the topic, so that we might have enough time to really do a nice feedback on the BBS. So let's get into it. And there we go. Okay, so it is a 4-week academy, and week 1 is packaging your story and button response. So one of the most important things is that it must be the truth, and that there is an emotional attachment to the story to make someone relate to you. And with that, you have a 30-second story, sometimes that you're going to share when you quickly see somebody, or you meet somebody, or you have a button response. You only have a very short time. You have a 30-second to 1-minute story that you share and repeat, and the trainings. And you will have a longer story when you have a little bit more time. And Alan Lorenz always talks about when you have the aeroplane story, when you land up next to somebody, that person is dead. If you're going to share, you're going to really be talking to that person for quite some time. But and another thing that he used to always say, what's not necessary to say is necessary not to say. So sometimes, people start off with their story. I met my sponsor, we were in the shopping mall, and he started talking to me. Detail like that is not important. The key thing is to really go sit down, and whatever really is powerful, that you will affect people and attract them to your business. And sometimes you will also borrow other people's stories. say for instance, you will want to bring in a story that they relate to. So one of the projects that we really want to do now is to share more of each other's stories, package it properly, put nice pictures together so that we all have a nice collection of good stories that we can share. So we're planning to do that, and we're going to ask everybody to be part of it and help us with that. So this is really the most important part of your business. And I think a lot of people, and especially, when it comes to being around meetings or trainings, and you sit down, you are deciding not to participate in the meeting, you're deciding not to help the other people in the business. And I must stress that sometimes it's important for you to get over yourself and to say, even though you might think you don't have a good story to share, there is somebody in the room that's going to relate to you. So it is important to grow your business, your customer base, and your team. And as I said, you can borrow other people's stories. And for the new guys, your first month story will always be your first month story. So when you start out in the business and you're fresh and new in the business, know this, that it's very important for you to make sure that you get the best product result, that you get a result quickly, that you try to really get your first customers as soon as possible, because that would always be your first month story. So when we got started 23 years ago, my brother-in-law said to me, you're fat, you can lose some weight and make some money. And to be honest, at that stage, I was running my own hair salon. I loved my job, but I hated the fact that I didn't have enough time with my kids. And then I went on the products, lost 8 kilos in the first 8 weeks. Felt amazing. It wasn't just the weight loss. It was the way that I felt, the energy I had, the fact that I could cope so much better. And so from having that result, I went to a meeting and really saw the marketing plan. And the biggest thing at the marketing plan was, number one, I saw that I could have freedom. And secondly, I saw that the business is willable to my kids. And I got super excited when I understood the marketing plan. We made 4,000 Rand in our first month, very, very part-time. And, now we never earn less than 100,000 Rand in our distributorship, and we really love our job. We work from home. So just, that is a short story. And you need to go, and especially the guys that often in your business, when it comes to, you need to package both. You need to put your product story. Sometimes you're just going to tell your product story. And with that, my 8 kilos in the first 8 weeks is a great story, but I can always have a fresh story. I could have joined the 28-day challenge, and in the last month, I brought my body fat down, I built my muscle up, and I lost so many centimeters. I'm super excited, another 2 kilos down. So, or fitting into my pants or something like that. So really work on that. And also, it's especially for the newer guys and you that's getting new customers, make sure that you take that first picture. Because I didn't really have a first picture. I had to go and find a fat picture. I was a fat picture, you can call it that. But go and find a before picture before you actually started. So how will you share? So share your name and background, share what you didn't like about being overweight. I used to skip my breakfast and just didn't have time to eat properly. I hated exercise, and now, it is just so easy. So share what you didn't like about being overweight and unhealthy. So it's not just, so sometimes you got to go back to had no energy. So really go write those things down, that you actually practice it on each other a little bit until you feel comfortable. Now you share a solution you found with Herbalife, the difference it made, and how you feel about your future. So as I say, and often when it comes to the business side, really tell people really emotionally connect with you when you share the fact that there was too much month at the end of the money, you could struggling to pay the bills. You would have loved to spoil your kids, but you couldn't do that. And now that you are having the Herbalife income, and even for the new guys, you maybe have not made a lot of money yet, but you can share you can see the future is bright. You can see whatever you see for yourself in the future, what we call pitching forward. So I know that by the end of this year, I'm going to be able to quit my full-time job and do this business from home and have an amazing lifestyle. So that is what you can do with your story. Okay, so when it comes to wearing the button or branded clothing, one of the most important things about that is, number one, when you're wearing your button, you are saying that you're proud to be a Herbalife member. And obviously you want to be a product of a product. You want to be at your best results. And when you are putting a button on, just know that you are opening your business. You are open for business. You are asking people to contact you. So be neat, have a good attitude, and how can I say, if you are running off to the shop in your tracksuit and you didn't brush your hair, don't put your button on. You know, we are in the market for each other. We want to be having the healthy, active lifestyle. And if you're having a bad day and you don't want people to talk to you, don't put the button on or don't wear the branded clothing. But when you are out there and you want to attract business, then you wear your button or your clothing. Be smiling, be attracting, and give energy. So you look at people, even you see them looking at your button, you've got to, I see you looking at that button. You know, when you see that they are actually wanting you to speak to them. So you're open for business, not preoccupied, not on your phone the whole time, and, you know, responding or responsive to people. Okay, no bad driving with branded vehicles. Important for a couple of us. Okay, so button response, retailing, or recruiting. So the first thing, and this is a big one. You know, sometimes people will say, yeah, so how? You know, you've got the button on. So first question, are you serious or are you just curious? Because some people are just sort of wanting to make a joke. I loved it. The one girl on Saturday had a very nice picture. You know, are you serious or curious? I can't only like but yeah, if you just curious, don't waste my time. You can contact me if I'm serious. Or when you're serious. But how much would you like to lose, or how much, you know, what is your background? How much money would you like to make? And what have you tried before? Why did it work for you? And then you always tell your own story. So sometimes people would say, and even they were on Herbalife and it didn't work for them, Herbalife didn't work for them. And then again, you can say to them, so why didn't it work for you? Did you have a coach that worked with you? Were you serious at that time? Sometimes they would say they had problems with their tummy, whatever. And the one thing I want you to always do, and even if people are a little bit maybe sometimes negative, you just make them feel good about themselves, good about you, and good about Herbalife. They don't all need to join the business, or don't all need to want to the product, but you really want to make sure that you get that result from them. Okay, so why didn't then you tell your story, but the most important thing is, often you are in a shop or you are on the run, make sure that you get the person's number and then you give them a card. Don't just give a card. They're not going to call you, or they're going to lose the card, or, you know, they just forgot about it. You know, if they said they're serious, you make sure you take your phone, you immediately take the number, you give them your card. You could even say, put my number in your phone, put Herbalife next to it, so that they would remember, you know, because otherwise it goes, sits in the phone and they think, oh my goodness, I must go and find this guy, and they can't remember under what they saved you. So tell your story and then immediately try to make an appointment. If the person says, you know, if they can't talk right there, then you just take the number and you said, I'm going to get back to you. I will send you some information and take it from there. A lot of people would say, maybe not now, not interested, but no just means not now, maybe later. So you could still just give them a card and say, if you know anybody else that might want to have more energy, feel better, you know, we have this amazing healthy breakfast. You could even say we have a great 12-pack that's only 100 Rand. So when you're ready, then we can really help. So again, this is a pitch that you will use around the business. If I could show you a way to earn a 3,000 to 5,000 rand part-time without affecting what you're currently doing, and that you really have an opportunity to build an amazing income part-time, would you be interested to have a look? So that is another line you can use when you've got the work from home button or love your job. And then again, the Facebook or Instagram, you can immediately invite them as a friend, depending on how much time you're going to have. The biggest thing is make sure you contact them within 12 to 18 hours after you've talked. And this is another thing. People will go out and talk to people, or you might go and contact people with conversations on Facebook or Instagram. But you want to, once that person responds, you want to be very quick in responding back to them. Otherwise, you're also going to lose them. So that is really an important factor. Okay. So, right. So feedback from Saturday's BBS. I'm just going to stop the share so that we can see each other's faces just here for a minute. But we were all so excited after Saturday. And so I would like to ask everybody that was at the event to give us just a short, like, one-liner. What did you get? And I'm going to ask Henry and Ruan to maybe start off. I know they basically were there for the first part of the day, and then I'm going to ask Laverne and Yaku and Makta and Amarit to just give us a brief one-liner. Henry, do you want to start? Ooh,
hello, everyone. Okay, wag net gou. My pa's op die call en ek is op die call, so dis clashing so. Moet ek beide gaan sit.
Okay.
Okay. Nou kan julle my nie sien nie.
Ja, everything is fine. Okay, can I ask somebody else until Henry finds
julle en ek was by die eerste deel van die BBS en ek het die voordele dat my ma press team is en sy was in die tab team meeting gewees die oggend. So sy het my bietjie vertel van hoe Sinetemba hulle besigheid doen. En ek het nog altyd gesukkel met my recruitment en so aan, en nou hierdie wat sy sê oor die social media, wat dit nou of wat hulle, daai approach wat hulle geneem het, dis is al bietjie van 'n game changer vir my, want jy weet, mens moet, ek sien ons het nou half button response en so aan gedoen, maar mens moet ook 'n bietjie van 'n social media response hê, né?
Ons gaan ook daarby.
Daai mense gaan reageer. Want dit is deesdae die way to go, en ek weet, almal is nie so tech savvy soos wat die jong mense is nie. So dis half definitief in my lyn, en ek dink ons kan half bietjie wegbreek van die button response af en bietjie meer na die social media responses toe. So dit is wat ek gevat het, en ek gaan dit soos definitief begin gebruik en get out there on social media. Weet, hulle sê ons moet met 10 mense elke dag praat, maar met deesdae jy kan met 50 mense praat op social media, en mense wat face to face nog praat, dit is half, ja, ek is nou nie meer in daai fase nie. Ek gaan nou 'n bietjie meer social media doen, want almal is op social media elke dag. En ek dink as mens bietjie training kan doen, ek weet hierdie jonger klomp, soos al net al vir trial run doen, en as ons 'n bietjie van 'n storie kan package, as iemand vir jou approach in hierdie manier of hierdie manier, dan kan ons al 'n goeie respons vir almal maak.
Okay, dankie.
So ja.
Dankie Henry.
Dankie, bye.
Okay, Virgil, I see you in your car. Can you talk to us?
Yes, I can talk. How can I bless you?
Just give us a one-liner. What did you get Saturday?
Excitement. What I got was when I spoke to one of the people that went up on the stage, this person told me that when you approach the people, you must have a package story, which is something that my upline also say. And with my package story is I feel it's a bit unique because I'm the one wanting to pick up weight. So what we did as a team was that I picked up also from the BBS was that we created a package of 5 pages that we can give to our downlines. And once you have the package, you can do the business, which is the basic 5 to 6 pages that contains one, a before and after of yourself and two other people. And the other one is the evaluation. When we talk to them and we do the evaluation, we give them the package with the evaluation in so that they can go home and be skeptical about it. And then the other one is 4 to 5 motivational quotes that they can give to their people when they get the coach. So if you have that package, you have the coaching package. So that way you grow and you can just ask questions in the group. So we add you to the group. And yeah, so that is basically what I also picked up by the BBS.
Okay, fabulous. Thank you, Virgil. And we'll ask you to maybe share it with us as well as we are really working all together here. And I must
Okay,
say,
we can do it tomorrow then.
got a very
On Wednesday.
summary. Thank you, Virgil. I got a very nice summary that we made. I've made the video that is loaded on the group page on Saturday's training. So I really encourage everybody, if you have time, go and watch that video because I really try to bring everything of the training into that video. Okay, Roan, jy's ook al 'n nuwe baba. Just quickly what you got on Saturday.
Okay, what I got, where am I?
Yeah.
Where am I?
Loud
Okay.
and clear.
Wat ek Saterdag, what I got from Saturday is that okay, that wonderful method and said that the benefit of my mom being the tap team meeting in the morning, and she explained to me exactly what they did, and then I went to someone and actually my member Clarice, my barbecue. I went to her and I explained because she wasn't at the BBS, and when I explained to her the method they use, she actually said it's so simple because that's what we need. We need simplicity to ensure that we can build our teams. And when I explained it to her, and I was saying, "Oh my word, it's so maklik. We're going." So that's what I got from Saturday, is that the story that they use, it's so easy to implement in your own team, and you can learn it for everybody, and it just works. And so that's very exciting to know that if that is so easy that you can learn it to everybody. So dis wat ek gekry het van.
Shoop. Okay. Laverne?
Yes, one-liner and three-liner. I think their story, being as we covering story, they have such an amazing story with both of them coming from an incredible disadvantaged background. He used to brine meat in the informal settlements. He was a taxi driver. She came from a family of 6 daughters. Her father was a taxi driver, really struggling, and she couldn't wait to finish school to support her family. And then the absolute drive that they have to make a success of their life, which shows anybody can do this business. Nobody's got excuses. And where they are today, what else did you say? They earned 58,000 Rand last month. Seriously going from 0 to hero with a massive speed. And we now have the secret. We've got the method. Now we just need to apply it.
Brilliant.
Exactly.
Thank you. Magda?
Yes, definitely the Tab Team Active World session in the morning was terrific. I think it's definitely the simplicity we can use all across the levels in society. I just invited people for tomorrow night and said you at least need to bring 2 people if you want to start the business. So I think to also implement that in the first 24 to 72 hours is very important. And I think what I don't teach my members enough is to reinvest. It's not to spend their money, even on supervisors, not spending all their money, but reinvest in own product use and, more of that. and then going to bed with a plan and actually do it, and don't get distracted with that. To have specific goals and knowing your Herbalife work. What is your job description every day? I think that's very enough. And then speak to people. It's not a couple of people, but every day they work like 20, like 40, 20 each a day that they talk to new people on different backgrounds. I think that was the main things that stood out for me, Elsa.
Okay, thank you, Martha. And then Audrey, what did you get on Saturday? You need to unmute yourself.
All right, that would help. You hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I was in awe with the simplicity of how they are doing the business in terms of, firstly, the method of recruiting. It was an eye-opener. But the way they're doing it, it's like almost you're giving your guys, if you're starting the business, in your first month, you have to get A, B, and C. You have to get 3 customers, two members, and duplicate exactly what you're doing. And it's so easy to duplicate that method. I was really in awe. I was so amazing. So that was the one thing. The other thing is how they actually are not stalking, but actually going after people on Facebook. And that's where they first comment on the people. And when the people respond, they almost like build a relationship. And, you have to, for somebody on Facebook is a stranger. So the person needs to become a friend. And from the friend, then you can only say, right, are you interested in what I'm doing? I see what you are actually doing this, sort of in line with what I'm doing. Would you like to be interested in, and also adding what we do? So we need to have a training session where we actually
we're going to do that on Wednesday evening. On Wednesday evening, we're going to do an in-depth training on it. Okay, Jaco, you have 20 seconds, and then Amarie 20 seconds, because otherwise I can't close everything. And I still need to say that we're going to be cut with time.
One liner. Try and be qualified for all the training. I mean, you're missing out if you're not at all the trainings. We learned some amazing stuff in the supervising training afterward. Yeah, let's just qualify for all the training.
Great. Amarie?
Hello. I think, everyone actually said everything that I also learned. But another thing which stood out for me was that they also do not celebrate the 500s as much as we do. They actually, from the start, they tell them what is expected of them, about the thousands, that you have to go for your thousands. And what also stood out was their supervisors that also work, 100% of them, and they average on 2,200 volume, which is quite amazing. So whatever they're doing is actually building their teams properly, and they can recruit it further on. So I'm definitely going to try that and actually promote thousands more than I celebrate the 500s.
But for those of you that were not in the training, go and watch that video that I posted. It really does explain it in lots of detail for the guys that's not close by. And on Wednesday evening, some of the guys that's far have asked that we must actually put a Zoom together when I'm explaining it. So there will be, you guys that's not close can Zoom into our team meeting on Wednesday evening. I'm just going to go back to sharing the screen and just run through the last couple of slides. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of time left now. So let me just go to, obviously the promotions are still running. So on Wednesday evening, we're going to have the team meeting at my house at 7 o'clock. Please RSVP. We're going to launch a very exciting promotion. I'm just talking to our upline Max on putting it together, something similar to what Sean launched to their team, as well as what the Fit Couple is doing with their team. I'm very excited that we've got the focus groups, because that is something that they also implemented. So we already have that structure now, and I'm really excited that we've got so many people that's part of it. I'm going up to the LDW in Johannesburg. So on the Wednesday evening in Pretoria, I'll send out the details. There'll be a training say for around 5:36ish in Menlyn on Main. So I will be sharing that detail and an invitation to you. And then on the 26th, I will be having business meeting in Johannesburg at Karina and Howard. So we will be getting this message through to everybody and really enjoy the LDW together. Obviously, these promotions that is continuing. People can still qualify for up till the 16th of this month for this amazing LDW. So make sure that you've got your tickets. There's a couple of us that's already in the party. So very exciting. And almost in the Paris party also. So, and the qualifications for the 6th to November is already, June is part of it. So obviously we're already working for the party and the Friday and the leadership trainings. So make sure that you watch the flyers and see what's going on with that. And also, where are we now? Obviously, the Paris promotion is still continuing. Basically, we will extend it until the end of July and make it a cumulative volume. I am in the process of just finalizing that, and I'll send that flyer out as soon as possible. The party, and very much working towards Zanzibar. This couple is already not Zanzibar, Turkey, for next year. So thank you, everybody. I'm going to close off the call now. Let's do this thing. I'm so super excited for all of our futures. So like I've been saying, I'm still in a BBS bubble, and I intend to stay in it for a while. So driving everybody crazy, but super excited about what we can do in the business. So anybody that needs help or you need to chat to me, you're more than welcome to send me a WhatsApp and I'll give you a call. Okay, so over and out so that we can go and chat to our own little focus groups. So all of the guys that's part of the focus group, you can just redial or you've got the idea of your own coach so that you can have a chat about all the training. So thank you, everybody. Have a lovely evening.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.